You want to hear a good road story? Me and Joe DeRosa we're working the Improv, and so I'm not going to say where, just in case they're listening there. So these two Who's come out to the show, sit in the front row, titties out, the whole damn thing, right? Talking to them, lady, figure out that I'm pretty much thinking that they're strippers, right? So it's the end of the weekend. I had a great weekend, and the whole staff, everybody's going out. So I'm buying some rounds. So the first Who comes in, and I just bought Joe a drink. I'm like, hey, you want something to drink? She's like, yeah. So I get a drink. We're talking or whatever. And then like 10 minutes later, the second one comes walking in. And just like a stripper, she totally, breaks the whole situation down. There's my friend. She has a drink. I know she didn't pay for it. What's the nearest dick to that drink? And she sees me. Okay? Now the first girl was cool. Like the first stripper was cool, but the second girl had a voice that literally could break the glass on those flat screen TVs. I wanted to fucking choke her. So she comes up to the bar and she just says, hey, titties all over the bar. She looks at me. She's like, hey, Bill. She's like, what are you drinking? And I already know what she's doing. I'm like, well, I'm drinking an Oktoberfest. And then there's like an awkward pause, and she's just like, how is it? Oh. and I'm like, well, it's delicious, right? And then once again, typical stripper. She's like, well, there's no money to be made here. Moves to the next dick, which is Joe. And then she goes, Joe, what are you drinking? And Joe gets this shit-eating grin on his face, and he goes, a Bud Light. Why? Would you like to buy me one? Right? Dude, and me and the other stripper just start laughing our asses off, and now this girl's like caught. She's like, what? What, you don't think I'll buy a round? I'll buy a round. And then Joe goes, yeah, why don't you buy it? Buy a round. Why don't you pay it forward for every fucking guy who ever bought you a goddamn drink and you took it and you walked away? I think you should buy me and my good friend Bill Burr a drink. And he got it all the way up to her getting us both a beer and a shot. And we're laughing our asses off as she's sitting there saying that she's going to do it. So the round comes over. We think it's, that she paid for it. On the slide, she put it on her boyfriend's credit card. She tried to do that, and the waitress busted her. And then in the end, she ended up putting on her ATM card. And when we got the drinks, we said, hey, thanks a lot. And we both got up and walked away.
Revenge.
I love about Joe. I had no idea that he hated women more than me. You should have seen when he realized what she was doing. His head, somehow, he was sitting onto the right side of me, and his head was going past me. He's sticking his neck out so far with this fucking look of, why? Would you like to buy me one?
Buy me one?
All of it was laced with, you dumb cunt.
Fucking Bill Burr. Bill's going to be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey this weekend. That's a good one, Bill.
That is perfect.
We got to do
so many fucking Who's like that.
We got to do the Goodfellas line too, because afterwards we were standing on the opposite side of the bar just laughing our asses off, and I was drinking the beer she bought, and I yelled, hey, Joe, and I pointed the beer. I'm like, delicious.
Delicious. Delicious.